Kia ora, was. Yeah, I would like to talk more about my good friend James, talking about like how he's gutted he can't buy a $5 million house, because he has less than that, like a million or whatever. So like put into it. This isn't an indictment on him as a person. It's kind of just how everyone thinks. Like, of course, I make these videos. I work on music. I make paintings. So of course, the stuff that I want is vastly different to what he wants. Like, I mean, it would be nice to have a house, but artists generally don't make that kind of money, especially not in Aotearoa, and that's fine. So I would like more painting stuff and music stuff, and I do my fundraisers for that. And some people give to it, most people don't. But yeah, it's interesting, like the inequality in New Zealand now. Um, yeah, I have a degree, 2 degrees in planning, city planning, so they're vocational. Technically, I could have money if I was able to do that job, but I know I'm not. I'm too sensitive for that corporate world. I can't get on with that stuff. It just isn't me. Um, so I could call myself as being on the scrap heap of life, or I could say I provide a different kind of value to society, one which is completely overlooked these days. People don't see um, music and art as having much value. They don't see us as needing to be paid, really, unless you're on the top levels and you get some recognition. But that's what it is, and it's like my whole job is to see how I can enjoy the hardship that presents itself to me with the disability I have, to still make things even though it's hard, and that is a blessing. I'm sure my friend's life is hard and that he has to do quite difficult jobs, designing whatever he designs, like retaining walls and stuff, and he has to follow all the rules and standards and all that, which is really hard to get his money, which he has earned. And I do my work basically for the soul of me and others, to help us feel relaxed or better, to be healed essentially. So, um, yeah, it's a bit different, but there's a value there that isn't seen as valuable. Like a lot of people have an opinion on my stuff that it's not so good, or that they don't like it or whatever. Still means I've got to make it because it's what I am. I am an artist, so I make art. It doesn't really matter if someone likes it or not. I still want to be doing it because it's just my temperament. It's just who I am. And all the people that don't make it generally don't understand. And all the people that do make it, they generally understand. Um, and they like to listen to what I do, and they want to get the CDs and stuff like that. But then those people often are like me and can't afford to buy them. So it's like the people that like it can't pay, and the ones that don't care don't want to pay. So it's like it's a zero sum game. So I've just got to somehow make stuff in a sustainable way, which means slowly, really, and then maybe one day break even in some way for that. But always the healing, always the growth, to be a better person than I was yesterday, to help my community see value in things that we seem to have lost value in. Look, I'm looking like the Christmas colours. So it seemed like, um, yeah, it's like a hard life, but then in a way, every life is hard, right? I'm sure it's stressful for my friend to think he can't afford this house he wants. Um, Even if he's got a house now, he does. So like, but that's it's like people have their dreams and their goals, and it kind of runs their life. And my dreams and goals have been for a long time just to make new music, new art, new poetry. And now I'm making these YouTube videos for some reason. Maybe because I've run out of all the art supplies and I've got no money for studio time, so I've got to do something with my creative energy. So this is what it is. And some people watch these and hopefully someone gets something out of them, because it's hard to do. To be honest is the greatest strength in this world, because then people really get to know who you are, and it makes you vulnerable, but it makes you powerful too. Like you have a voice in a world where people trade their voice in for putia, for money, and just to get by they sell themselves out. And it's real hard to choose to be true to through and be honest to yourself and work for the people, essentially. Yep, it's hard, but then what are the other options? And I see I have a lot of pain and anxiety, and it is hard. But then I do some cool work which feels good. So I feel like the rule of thirds applies. I feel bad probably a good third of the time, good a good third of the time, and okay a third of the time. So it kind of the rule of thirds applies to this, and yeah, I try to create things of value. And if you're watching this, I'm gonna send this to Josh Maitland. I haven't talked to you in years, brother. I'm gonna send this to you, and I hope you like it. And if you want to or have time, watch some of my other videos that I've just dropped. Even if you don't like or have an interest in the music I make, I say some interesting stuff on the videos which can be helpful, I'm sure, to people. And I just noticed I've opened my window, so that means I'm feeling a bit better today, which I know because last night was benefit night, and I have 15 whole dollars, and I get to go on a bus ride and get some bus fare and a drink. Small dreams. And I try to stay out of my friends' shops now, because I figure that's the wrong place to catch up with people while they're working, because they've got stuff to do, and essentially I'm just getting in the way. Um, Go where you're celebrated. Stay away from where you're just tolerated, because those people don't like you. And that is the case for the longest time. I've been going where I'm tolerated, and those people really don't see a value in me and who I am. And that's got to be over. I got to associate not at all with people like that anymore. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this. Um, who knows when I'll do another one. I've got to have the inspiration strike and have something reasonable value to say, to use my energy to contribute to you. If you feel like contributing to me, leave a comment or ask me, and somehow you can make a comment, donation via PayPal or into my bank or something if you want. I mean, I just say that because this is essentially my work that I'm doing now. I was a university lecturer, well, a guest lecturer for a while, for a few years, and I only did a few classes, but I'm a good speaker. I know what I'm talking about, and I can help you, and it's just my sensitivity and emotional pain keeps me stuck, and I don't make currency like other people do. All I get is money from a few lawns every other weekend. Any sale I can wrangle up from one of my friends somehow, which is they're few and far between, and they mean a lot to me when they happen. So even if that was your way to give to me, you buy something from the Esoligh band camp or something like that. Even if you just did it as a koha, as a way to offer something for what I'm doing. Anyway, no pressure, and we're all good, and peace and love and aroha.